Hello, everyone, and welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast as part of a laboratory inquiry. This audio podcast as part of a Helm and BackRow. This audio podcast as a part of a Helm and rudder, and this audio podcast as part of a Storm Robotics production. In this audio podcast, as part of peer-reviewed and published works from 2023, looking at CKD, chronic kidney disease, and the role of education. So as the CKD and the role of education as part of peer-reviewed and published works from 2023. So there is evidence evidence to suggest that more health promotion in community and can also support some of the educational complexities relating to health and disease. A need is found to educate educators in surrounding the long-term condition or long-standing condition model, long-standing condition or long-standing condition, long-term condition sort of model, and through a population health approach. It has been perceived educators integrate aspects of long-standing condition, long-term conditions where found and find sort of prevention and the early detection and early detection is at the hard end. There is now an increasing body of works or research focusing on linking education, health literacy, peer support, linking education and health literacy, peer support, and clinical and clinical and medical practices. And therefore it is now more transparent that integration of point of care is becoming point of care point of care testing or screening is becoming more important to patients with long-term conditions or long-standing conditions, where especially healthcare has become more remote or more remote through varying sort of interfaces and modalities. This, however, also presents an opportunity for allied health professionals or AHPs to be involved in supporting areas of healthcare and education through online spaces, and which is also where patients share sort of understanding, patient or healthcare service users share understanding and lived experiences aligned to important clinical and pathology sort of in questions. That draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast as part of a laboratory inquiry. This audio podcast as part of a Helm and BackRow. This audio podcast as part of a Helm and rudder. This audio podcast as part of a Storm Robotics production.